We also have, you know, Shostakovich, Rubinstein's realizations of these folk songs from a different time, from different places, and that links back to our Britain. We have the realizations of Purcell, you know, across the centuries. Did you immediately think of these pieces when you were deciding on the programme? Did you think, oh, that has a lovely connection through there? What was the thought process behind it?
The thought process is you've got to give the people what they want. And the Purcell Britain realizations are, they need no excuse, they're absolutely extraordinary, beautiful. But also, they work so well for the Countess Boys that it would be foolish of me to spit in that. So, I brought them into that because they provide this spine that connects a lot of these ideas, this sort of cultural handshake, this dislocation across time, and the fact that, you know, the Rubinstein isn't a realization of folk songs per se, but they are taking texts which have gone through this similarly confusing mangle where they've gone into German, they've gone back into Russian, been translated by Piotr Tchaikovsky, and Tchaikovsky sort of thought that this was so unlikely that these perfect German poems could reflect anyone from the Caucasus because of the linguistic, the alphabet dislocations. And because Bodenstedt himself, who was a German translator, muddied the water by saying that, oh, they're kind of really my poems. And what he meant by that wasn't actually an attempt to kind of barefaced plagiarism, which is what Tchaikovsky thought. He meant that I can't possibly do this justice if I do a literal translation of what Mirza Shafi Raza had written, because he'd gone out there, he'd lived with Mirza Shafi, and he'd been taught by him. And he knew the languages that Mirza Shafi was writing in, and you know, there's too little in common between German and Azerbaijani or Azeri, and so he came up with a very faithful German encapsulation of the themes and the style that he thought more or less worked, and then Tchaikovsky's done his own thing, and then Rubinstein's picked it up from there.
Yeah.
So it's very convoluted and it's very coded, but I feel that's the same with the Purcell Britain. So you get this multiple chefs around a pot throwing ingredients in, and the end result is greater than the sum of its parts. It's really, really exciting.
It's going to be fantastic, and of course you and Michael are throwing your own sauces and seasonings into that pot, and it's going to be really exciting to see what you bring.
I hope it's better than my actual cooking, but yeah.
I wouldn't dare comment on that.